Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today is Friday, March 13th. We are currently under atmospheric river conditions, forecasted to get almost 3 inches of rain on this trip, but the winds are going to be freaking insane. I think wind is blowing around 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 50, so it's going to be a wet and windy trip. For now, I have about another hour to an hour and a half worth of driving, so let's just enjoy the drive, and I will see you guys when we get to our campsite. I'm thinking about camping here, but the freaking creek is so high from the rain. My weather report load. No. Let's go check out that spot that I know up the road a little bit. We've camped there a few times, but I just really like this one. So I'm gonna drive up the road another couple minutes and we'll look at that other spot, see how high the creek is. I know with this spot we have some pretty high ground away from the creek. Let's take a look at this spot and see how high the creek is. All right, let's take a look here. I'm gonna get out and look around real quick. Yeah, better be safe than sorry. I think I'm gonna camp here. There is someone over there, but I don't really care. It looks like they've been there a while. And honestly, that is the same truck and van that's been there for the last month. So I'm pretty sure they're living there, but the creek is so freaking high. At least over here, I've got some high ground where I know we'll be safe. So we're gonna camp here and we're gonna save that spot for next week. Dude, the water is like 3 or 4 feet higher than it usually is, and we're supposed to get a ton of rain this evening. There's a little bit of firewood from the last time I was here. Doesn't look like anyone's camped here since. I want to get that tarp going like right now. Get that out of the way. Got to put my lapel mic on since my microphones are not waterproof. We got a little bit of a break in the rain here, so I want to get that tarp up. I actually don't know if I want to use the car. I think I might use that tree right here, and then that way I can move the car a little bit under the tarp. There we go. Now we're not dependent on the car. Let's see if this works. Yeah, that'll be okay. I'm pretty happy with it. I might back the car in a little bit more so we can have the car under the tarp too. And then the tent, I think we're gonna have to put it right here or right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna need 2 for the sides, 2 for the doors for the rain fly. And we want this thing pretty tight since we're gonna get a good chunk of rain. All right, tent is up. Whew. And there's like a freaking root, like right where my pad is. I got an idea. Let me put this bag under it. Whew. Sorry for the butt crack. Cost of doing business. Sleeping in comfort today. Brought a memory foam pillow. Time to relax. I need to set my chair up, even though it's just gonna sink into the freaking mud here. That's all right, kinda is what it is. I gotta get those little balls that go at the end of my chair on the legs that keep it from sinking into the mud, but it's okay. I'm gonna chill out for a couple hours and yeah, just enjoy being here. Ah, this is so nice. The water in this creek is so freaking high today. It's probably at least 3 or 4 feet higher than it normally is. I am pretty glad we decided not to camp right next to it. But just look at the volume. Wow. I've never seen it like this. That is scary. So probably a good idea that we didn't camp next to this. I mean, I am close, but you can see I'm on pretty high ground over there. So we'll be fine. But here's where I put the tent the last time I camped here. Yeah, it's soaked. There's a lot of water coming off this hill. See it all coming out right there. And then it basically made a new little creek flowing over here. It's warm out too. It's like 50 degrees. I don't even need my jacket. What a beautiful spot though. I wish people would stop trying to cut down live freaking trees to burn. I just don't understand why people do this stuff. All of these have been cut down and well, they were alive. People think because there's no leaves on the trees in the winter that they're dead. And then of course it never burns. But as you can see, we will be safe here. This is actually pretty steep leading up to the car, so we don't have to worry about any flooding or anything like that. Tarp is looking, it's okay. It'll do. And then I went ahead and I put a rock and a piece of wood to give me some more height to raise this up. And then I went ahead and I backed the car in a little bit more, just so the tailgate area is underneath the tarp, because we're just going to be hanging out. But yeah, it's a wet one out there. I'm going to set my chair up, sit down, catch my breath. I might make some lunch and just kind of relax a little bit. I'm going to have some ramen, my usual like mustard mayonnaise one, because the one we had last week was I think it was a garlic and black pepper, and it wasn't very good. So I got the best flavor with me today. Something about being under a tarp when it's just pouring rain and being dry is just so rewarding. Just feels good, you know? Yeah, this is the same brand as the one I had last week, the garlic black pepper one, but this tastes much better. So far, no crazy wind, so that's good. This makes it hard to enjoy this if it's windy with how I set the tarp up, since it's so high. So we don't get any protection from the wind and kind of get water blowing in, but so far so good. Hopefully I don't jinx us. Mustard mayonnaise ramen. I have I think an eel flavored one at home that I'm scared to try. Maybe I'll bring that with me next time. Yeah, that truck and that car and that little cargo trailer, they've been there at least a month and a half. Give that 5 minutes. Gotta order some more of these. I ordered 10 of them like 2 months ago. They've got like 6 or 7 different flavors, and I've tried 2 of them. This one and that one I had last week. And then it has a mayonnaise packet that goes on top. Dinner's super easy tonight. We're just doing a mountain house. Sit down. And then I collected these 2 big rocks here, and I figure we'll put the little mini solo stove on that, because that's the only way we're gonna have a fire tonight. Everything is freaking soaking wet. So I've got the little solo stove. That way we can safely have a fire under the tarp without cooking anything. And I have the remainder of the pellets from last week in a bucket. So we'll at least have something tonight, fire-wise, but so good. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't decide to camp next to the creek down there or at that first spot we checked out. Who knows how high that water level is going to get in the next few hours. Relatively warm out. It's probably like 45, 47 degrees out. So getting a lot of snow melt and a ton of rain. So that creek is definitely going to rise a little bit more. I do not want to be camped next to it. Maybe we'll try that spot next week. That's one of those like always taken in the summer type spots. I've always wanted to camp there. And I have to kind of say goodbye to this area once I move, because it's an extra 45-minute drive. So we're gonna have to start exploring a new area this summer, and start a whole nother folder for new pins. It's all right. Good to branch out. All right, guys, I'm gonna finish my lunch here. just sit here and relax. No big plans. Figure I'll come back later this afternoon, early evening when the sun starts to set. We'll make our dinner. I got a nice cigar for tonight. Another My Father Blue. And we'll put the mini solo stove on these 2 rocks that I have stacked up. We'll have a nice little mini pellet fire here soon. But I don't have that many pellets, so I want to wait until 5 or 6 o'clock, and I think it's probably around 3:30, 3 o'clock right now. Plus, nature's calling, so I need to go take care of that. Sucks pooping in the hole in the rain. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I'll see you guys in a couple hours. It has not stopped raining since we got here. I don't have any service, but I do have that T-Mobile satellite connection, so it does allow me to check the weather. And it says the intensity is supposed to ramp up around 7 o'clock all the way up to like 2 in the morning. So I'm really glad we didn't camp right next to the creek. It's like 5:30 or so. So I'm thinking about getting my little fire going now. So I'm pretty chilly, and my jacket got a little bit of water on it, so it's starting to get cold. I should have worn my rain jacket when I was setting this up, because this Carhartt jacket is never gonna dry. And my hat got wet. Not too smart. This is pretty much the only thing I'm going to be using when it rains. It's the only thing that I feel comfortable using underneath the tarp. So we're going to use this little guy today. I did find a couple of rocks though, just to get it up off the ground. Make it a little nicer for us when we're sitting down. But let me get this out of the bag here. This thing is dirty. Yeah, we got a decent amount of pellets. I think we'll be all right. Well, I was talking to the camera for like 20 minutes and I never hit record, so we got the fire going. I had to use one of the Duraflame logs, the little mini ones. Wax plug wasn't working, but I even used my ferro rod for you guys. I was planning on making a steak or something for this this trip, but I didn't have any time to go to the grocery store. And I had a couple Mountain House meals at home, so figure we'll make those before they expire in 2050 or something like that. I got a chicken and dumplings for dinner, and my favorite, biscuits and gravy for breakfast. I'm looking forward to both of those. The chicken and dumplings one is really good, and yeah, that biscuits and gravy is definitely my favorite. Crazy rain. Crazy, crazy rain. Yeah, there's nobody over there. Yeah, I think that truck's been there actually almost 2 months. Not too sure what's going on with those guys. See you guys for dinner soon. This is the definition of a hunkering down type of trip. I'm a little nervous about this puddle that formed up here. So I really hope it doesn't run down to my tent. So I took a stick and made a little area for it to drain that way. So hopefully that helps some, but yeah, just trying to keep the water over there, because this all slopes down. Ooh. Hopefully we'll be all right. A lot of water. No puddles seem to be forming around here though. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I just have to keep an eye on it over there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Gonna have to keep an eye on it. It definitely looks like the water level's gone down quite a bit in that puddle. So I'll check it in another hour or so, but it's got to kind of be on high alert for this one. Hopefully we'll be all right. Yeah, I was worried about it just kind of rushing down this way. If it started to get over that high point right there, it would all just come down here. And this is all hard packed, so yeah, we'll see. Gotta tell you guys, I'm getting pretty nervous about this. Everything is starting to flood around here where the tarp is dripping. So I tried to make a little channel for it to stay away from my tent. And I got the same problem over here. Those are really my main areas that I'm concerned about. It seems to be draining over there. I think that's gonna be okay, but this maybe wasn't my smartest decision. There's just so much freaking water. I'm gonna have to get up a couple times tonight and take a look at it and make sure my tent's not underwater. We might have to bail in the middle of the night. I knew this was gonna be a muddy trip, but damn. I got all muddy digging those channels over there. We are having Mountain House chicken and dumplings today. 11 ounces of water. I already went ahead and put that in there. Hope we don't have to bail in the middle of the night. I think we'll be okay, but yeah, this is kind of crazy. Yeah, we're gonna be going to bed early tonight because I'm having trouble keeping all my camera equipment dry, even under the tarp. In a perfect world, rain would fall straight down, but not today. Chicken and dumplings. I haven't had a Mountain House meal in a while. I've only had this one once and it was pretty tasty. Dry off all the shit here. Let's eat and we'll have our cigar. I don't think I'm gonna be sitting out here for a while tonight. It's not that pleasant. I think this takes the cut for the rainiest camping trip of the year. I mean, we had other atmospheric rivers, but this one is just like constant rain. It hasn't stopped at all today. Pretty crazy. All right, chicken and dumplings, Mountain House. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks really good. Mmm. Kind of tastes like a chicken pot pie. It's really good. Yeah, the flood watch said backcountry recreation not advised. There's no puddles around me anymore, so that's good. I was gonna put up the tarp based on the direction of the wind, but wind keeps shifting around anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Anyway, I'm gonna turn the camera off, eat the rest of my dinner. I'll see you guys soon for a cigar, and then we're going to bed, or at least getting into the tent. Yeah, so far the My Father Blue has been my favorite cigar out of all the ones I've tried recently. Oh yeah. I can see why this won awards. It's really good. Man, I am all amped up from this storm. Yeah, there's so much mist in the air. Pretty crazy out. Three inches of rain today. Yeah, as soon as I finish this cigar, I'm putting this thing out. And I just want to go hunker down in the tent. Watch a movie or something. I brought my iPad. The house that we bought, the lady that owned it, she died last July, and then apparently her boyfriend stayed in the house for a few months until he found a place to live, and met one of the neighbors, and apparently he was like some kind of massive hoarder. So the house is just disgusting. Like, even though it hasn't been empty that long, furnace works though, so that's good. Power got turned on Monday, so there's power there. Everything works. It's just an old house. Like the fridge was like, ugh. It's a new fridge, but Jesus. I think it was built in 1952. I don't think it's ever been remodeled. Still has the original oven, and which actually works, but that thing is disgusting. We'll get there. Apologize for the quality of the videos while I get my move done, but I got a lot going on, and feel kind of bad coming out here and camping on Friday night when I should be packing. But it's okay. But I had to come out here, do a little camping trip with my friends. Good cigar, good friends, great weather. Oh man, I am so muddy. It's all right. I knew it was going to be a muddy trip, but not this muddy. I'm going to finish my cigar, put this solo stove away, hop in the tent. I'll see you guys in there. Man, the rain is freaking nuts. It has not let up even a little bit. Reluctantly got into my tent early. It's only like 9 p.m., but I don't feel like sitting out there much longer. It's not very pleasant. Just getting wet even under my tarp. So we're just gonna hunker down in here for a few hours. I'm gonna set up my little iPad holder thing like I had last week and just chill out, watch some YouTubes, enjoy this noise. I'm gonna sleep like a baby with the rain on the tarp and the creek over there. It's gonna be a good night. I really need a good night's sleep too, so this will be a nice reset for me. Anyway, y'all, I'll be back to say goodnight in a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna mellow out in here for a couple hours and probably watch a movie. So I will see y'all soon. I've just been chilling. It's almost 11. Watching some YouTubes. Still raining. Got out to pee maybe 20-30 minutes ago and made sure there's no floods. The little channel I made in front of the car to keep the puddle of water from running down this way seems to have did the trick. That was close. Would have just ran right into the tent. So I'm glad I caught that. This is nice. I needed this. Back to reality tomorrow. Anyway, y'all, I'm off to bed. I will see you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning, everyone. I overslept. It's like 8 o'clock. Slept really good, though. I don't think I woke up more than once last night. Alright. I'm gonna start getting packed up in here. Then we'll make some coffee. Oh. Alright, let's get to it. Water. Good morning, everyone. It's about 9:30, probably around 35 degrees. Have that first sip of coffee here. Oh yeah. I took my coffee from home and added 3 instant coffee packets to it, so this one will get you going in the morning. Man, last night was freaking crazy with the rain. We must have received 2.5, 3 inches of rain yesterday. Luckily, our campsite did not flood, but it definitely came pretty close. The river, well, creek, but it's a river today, is a lot higher than it was yesterday. So I'm really glad we didn't camp over there. Maybe we'll do that one next weekend. But Got my biscuits and gravy here. I haven't had this in a while. Man. That is so good. I'm gonna eat my biscuits and gravy, sip on my coffee for a little bit, but I do think I'm gonna close this adventure out right now. I got about an hour drive home. Not too bad. There's a guy in a truck right there. Strange. But anyway, wonder what this guy's doing. That guy just like pulled up and sat there and stared at me. Strange. Anyway, I'm gonna close this adventure out, folks. I hope you all have a really great rest of your week, a really great upcoming weekend, and I will see you all next week for another adventure. Bye-bye. I just realized something. That blue Toyota Ranger that just drove by and the guy sat there and stared at me, he did that exact same thing to me a year ago at like 10 p.m. at night. He just rolled up on me and sat 10 feet away from me and stared at me with his dog barking. It seems like every morning he goes through and checks on all the dispersed camping sites in this area. Like he's like the police of this forest. I don't know. That was really creepy. I waved at him and he just gave me the dirtiest look. Like, what's he doing rolling up to everyone's campsite in the morning and at night? Freaking weird. Anyway, had to share that. People are strange, man.